Brother.
Like, I don't know.
All right, guys, this is the monthly farm announcements for April. So put your hands, a couple round of applause for making it for April. Spring
Oh my God.
feels nice outside.
Sorry, April.
What happened? It's already hot as hell, dude. It's dropped a couple degrees since this morning, so it's okay.
Yeah, I mean.
All right, so I guess we'll start with the operations side. There's a couple things. Now that our new SKUs have been in the stores for a couple weeks, and we have been collecting some data and our expected store demand, we will be reducing our crop schedule on April 26th, which is not very good. So align with our store demand, so that's good. We will maintain our current crop schedule up until this date to account for a spike in demand that is expected for a Whole Foods store demo and promotion taking place on May the 17th. The promotion will last 2 weeks. We were more than ready for the 5 SKU launch and exceeded the original capacity we were predicting. So great job, team. Good job, man. That being said, that means we will be harvesting less. I told some of you guys some of the ideas I was thinking. So most likely the idea I came up with, I can't remember last time. I saw it earlier today. It just popped in my head last night. I was like, well, hey, that means if we're harvesting 7 less strays than we are, that means we could probably cut the pack off of Friday again and just go Monday through Thursday and make it a 4-day thing. And then we can do the columns. We don't have to. We can take out columns now because it's all on Friday.
Where's Reynolds?
He had scheduled off today for 1 o'clock. But yeah, we're working out ideas. Not anything complete yet, but there's a good chance that we're going to be harvesting less. Not sure how we're definitely going to do that. We'll get together and decide on that part. But that's pretty cool. And on that same note, you guys have done such a great job, and we've done such a better job at harvesting everything. We've already had this meeting earlier this week. Just in case you guys didn't hear it, we finished everything early. That means we have a lot of free time. And sometimes there's a misconception that free time is just free time, and it's not. It's more or less you guys complete the stuff that you have for the day that was actually on production. But if you go around looking for things, you'll know that stuff isn't really complete as much as you think it would be. So I've made a new list. It's back there on that wall. So when you guys go, hey, Charlie, I'm done for the day. It's all done. I'm like, I don't think so, because there's a lot of these things that can be touched up every day. Every day you guys transplant. Every day you guys touch stuff. Every day leaves fall down. Every day anything happens. Media gets put on things. So plenty of dusting can happen every day. But like I said, there's plenty of things up there. I don't want to put that on an actual board so everybody can see what we're not doing, because 1 week we might be busier than others. So you might not be able to complete all that. But that's for stuff when I need you guys, I want you guys to have your hours that you need. You know, I want you to be here, but I want it to be productive hours, and I don't want it to be stuff where you're just sitting around because you said we're done. There's plenty of ways we can make ourselves better, and this will help us when the audit comes to it. We won't have all this 1 month of just trying to make everything look beautiful for them. No, we'll just keep it all year round as long as we can, especially if we're slower. We have all the employees that we have. These aren't punishments. These aren't things to go. You worked, you did your job, so here's more work for you to do. These are things that we were doing before you guys got here, before we were busy. Now that we're slowed down, we can go back and do some of these things to make our farm that much better. So be sure to go over those things. Don't ask to go home early if you're thinking that we're done for work. If that's what now if you need to go home for other things, obviously, but we have things to do always, every day. And every one of those things can be checked on every day. Every single one. There's stuff for condensation, there's stuff to algae growth. Behind the RO tank, there's stuff, like I said, wiping off stuff. There's tons of checking out the warehouse back there. There's quite a few things up there that you can always check daily. It can always be wiped down daily. So it's not something that you said I did yesterday. Like, I'll do it again today, because it can always be done. So be sure to keep yourself busy, guys. I don't want to have any issues with that. Like I said earlier, I don't want to tell you guys how long to take your breaks. I don't want to do that. Please police yourself. Please police yourself. I don't have to do it for you, because I don't want to be that over the top figure for you guys. I want you guys to do your own stuff, have your own freedom, just within the confines of a good space and a good structure. All right, that's it for me on here, guys. So moving on.
Okay, food safety and quality assurance. Lauren brought up a great thing. We've now added isopropyl alcohol to the farm to help with cleaning off the crop dome labels. Just be really conscious anytime you're picking up any chemical, any spray or anything, to read the label so you don't get confused. From a horticulture aspect, I already touched on this with most of you, but just as a reminder, we have trialed some different varieties in seed column, those being Muir, Red Tango, and Orange The goal of trialing these varieties was ultimately to add an oak leaf variety to our spring mix. So we took a lot of different things into account: yield, taste, appearance. I know I asked some of you for your votes on what you would choose on this shelf. Profitability, we will be moving forward with Red Tango in our spring mix. And actually, Mirror is not an oak leaf, but we saw pretty early on that it was doing really well, so we continued to trial it. And it's much cheaper than our Sweet Crisp is, so we are going to be adding the Mirror to our Sweet Crisp mix for now. We've also slightly changed the percentages or the compositions of those mixes. So I believe Maggie and Liam already updated the transplant keys on the farm board and on the magnets. So those will all be transplanted like this coming week.
The Mirror will be transplanted tomorrow for the first time into the Sweet Crisp trays. So it'll be half Sweet Crisp, half Mirror, pretty straightforward. And then the Red Tango will be transplanted on Monday. And then what is the break? I know it's 5-5-4-4, but is it like 5 Crystal, 5 Joy, 4 Sweet Crisp, 4 Red Tango?
Yeah. So it's not like an even 25% on each, but that's the best we can do. Already really proud of the spring mix we made, and I feel like the Red Tango is even better. They also seem to be pretty good performers based on our new variety trials, so we'll just continue to monitor them and just make changes as we need to. Next thing is the German crop guide. Those are located, I put one next to where you guys typically seed and transplant, so under like the hanging brushes in 2E, and then I also added one over by the whiteboard. Just a reminder that we have those include the water weights. So with this new, I lied to a couple people the other day, the new lettuces, so the Sweet Crisp, Red Tango, and the Mirror, those are all pelleted seeds, so they require a little extra watering. Those are at 3,000 gram water weight. So that means, to my understanding, the only two that are different than 3,000 is our Coastal and our Thornus. Those are at 2,700. So should be on the farm board. I think I looked and we need to add Red Tango, but those are also, those water weights are on your German crop guides, and those also say like how many seeds do you need to seed for arugula, and also like the germination and propagation timings if you're into that sort of thing. We've gotten a couple questions about where to put the Red Tango in the Mirror. For now, just put them where you have space. As time goes on, we haven't collected any data or like tried any of the different propagation lights to see like what works best for it. So just put it wherever you can. We'll notice pretty quickly if we're having any issues and we need to update them. I think that's it. Any questions?
Questions?
To what Charlie said too on the crop schedule thing, I mean, that is something that commercial team and a lot of people have mentioned is like big shout out to for R&D operations. We were ready to roll on this 5 SKU launch. And again, like I think before I remember whenever we were like, oh God, like 50 cases a week just sounded insane. And you guys have just like knocked it out of the park. And our plans are knocked out of the park. So that's pretty cool. Good stuff.
All right, guys.
We will start posting these farm announcement documents on Teams for you guys just to refer back to again. And then anyone who's not here, those documents will be there. Cool. Well, thanks, team. Oh, and next month this will be on a Wednesday.
Okay.
That way.
Oh, yeah.